So within 20 minutes, how to tell you how you can be a successful clinician, that is my target. But Ayurveda is a science which is having the power to digest even the Shakagada, Koshtagada, Madhyama Roga, Margagada, Ama with the Panchagola Churna and Ballada Rasayana. I will try. And I should try because I had studied a science called Ayurveda which has got answer to the most of the upcoming issues. So I should tell, you should tell, everybody should tell. Okay. Thank you. So I am entering into the topic, making of an Ayurvedic clinician. This topic is purposefully selected because we learn so many Ayurvedic principles, we learn so many modern principles, and most of the junior doctors are always getting a Srodo Roda. How to cook all this knowledge you are getting. So I am telling some guideline how you can apply the modern concepts using Ayurvedic fundamentals to diagnose and treat the disease within my limited knowledge. And clinical diagnosis is a brain game. A right move at the right time make you and your patient happy. That is a very common principle. You just imagine, all of you, please imagine you are sitting in your OPD, you are getting a patient. Okay, you are getting a patient. Don't close the eyes, but imagine. Don't get sleep, okay? And explore the signs and symptoms. You explore the signs and symptoms very deeply. Locate the site of lesion. Very important. Whether the Lakshana is Rasa Dhadugada or Rekta Dhadugada. When you are getting a patient with the impotency, it is never Shuklagada, it is Rasagada. When you are getting a patient of infertility, it is always Shuklagada. The site is so much important in terms of Ayurveda. Then identify the dosha profile. Go to the Vikalpa Samprapti. My dear students, my dear doctors, most of the time we are never bothered about the Vikalpa Samprapti. Doshanam, Samavedanam, Vikalpo, Amshamsa Kalpana. The fractional distribution of the involved dosha is very much important. You are getting a constipation due to Ruksha Guna Vada, prescribe Yerandadailam with the Chida, which is Nigda. You are getting a constipation due to Sida Guna Janida Vada Pragoba, Yasya Stambane Shakti Sida, prescribe Avagaha Sweda. So this is what is called Vikalpa Samprapti. Which property of which dosha resulted in a pathology? My dear doctors, please pay attention. Go to the Vikalpa Samprapti, grasp the pathogenesis, then design the treatment strategy. Upashayas may be the tool which will help you and make the necessary change. Never hesitate to change your diagnosis if you feel that you are wrong. That is to be kept in your mind. And then you may ask, why modern science? Always we can utilize the modern science to get the micropathology. The Sushma Samprapti is the word which we have to understand. Say for example, you are getting a pathology of leukemia. What is happening to the Rekta Dhatu Sara? You can always explore using the modern principle of Sushma Samprapti. So always take into consideration of all microbiological modern investigations, but the outcome should be in terms of dosha, dosha and Vikalpa Samprapti. Okay, so I am telling something very differently. Always study what is cell injury versus dosha dushti. We always tell that the patient is developing Vada Goba, Pitta Goba, Kapha Goba, but my dear doctors, being the well wishers of Pratyasha Pramana, Anumana Pramana and Yukti, you should be able to tell RBC being a component of Rekta Dhatu, got Vada Pragoba due to Ruksha Guna, then RBC shrink, then Pushna Guna, Tishna Guna of the Pitta is attacking the RBC. RBCs are destroyed, hemolysis. When you are getting more cholesterol in the Rekta Dhatu, it is Dhatu Mala Sanchayam. So I am telling you, Dhatu Paga, Dhatu Kshaya, Dhatu Vriddhi are the three pathologies of Pitta, Kapha, Vada. When there is Dhatu Paga, Pitta Adhiga pathology, when there is Dhatu Vriddhi, you are getting a Kapha Adhiga pathology. When there is a Dhatu Kshaya, it is always Vada Adhiga. That is why cell injury should be interpreted in terms of modern science. My dear doctors, this is the structure of a cell. Whatever Ayurveda you are telling, it is occurring in a cell. A cell is the combination of Tridosha, a cell is the combination of Panchamahabhuta. When this cell is getting hypertrophy, we are telling that Guru Guna Vriddhi in cell. When this cell is getting a shrinkage, you are telling Leguguna Vriddhi atrophy. When the same cell is undergoing metaplasia, you are telling a Vata Kapha spectrum, because Vata is responsible for division and Kapha is for Vriddhi. All the carcinomas, all the tumors, all the neoplasms are simply the concept of Vata Kapha vitiation, because Kapha and Vata leads to further cancerous growth. So everything you apply in terms of a cell, and I will be telling you some important aspect. Say for example, you see this is the picture where you are getting necrosis. You are getting necrosis simply because you are getting Sushma Rektavaha Srodoroda leading to Dhadupaga, Dhadukshaya, and you are getting necrosis, and then you may develop gangrene, that is Pudi Mamsa. So this is the concept. Never tell that it is necrosis, it is Dhadupaka. It is Dhadupaga due to Sushma Rektavaha Srodoroda. You give Pippali, you give Balladagam, and you will get the result. Simply because Kapajostina Rogostina Vibandosthi Astana Yamna Balladagam Hanyak Shikram Agni Balapradam. There is no necrosis Churnam in Ayurveda, there is no necrosis Panchakarma in Ayurveda, but there is Panchakarma which will remove this Srodoroda. Prescribe Shilajadu. We are prescribing Shilajadu simply because Shilajadu will remove the clay, the Sanjayam. Shilajadu will always remove the Srodoroda. So that should be the clinical application of Ayurvedic fundamentals in modern pathology. You are getting a coagulation necrosis, acute hemorrhagic pancreatitis. It is nothing other than the case of a Dhadupaga in Medosthana. All pancreatic pathologies will be having a Medo Anubandha with Pitta Anubandha. So prescribe a medicine which will bring down the Medas, which will bring down Pitta. Think about Tiktagam Kashayam. Tiktagam Kashayam is Shoshana, Medohara, and best for Pitta, and that is why you are getting a combination. So always apply cell injury concept into Guna Sambrati for getting the correct and accurate diagnosis. You are getting Kapha Dosha Sanjaya, Udasya Kapasya Sudaram Udaha. You are getting consolidation of the lung. You are getting Srodoroda, Upalepada, and everything should be Kapakara and Agnadibana. That is why you are prescribing the medicines in tuberculosis. So I am telling you all the pathologies, whatever you are getting, I cannot tell every example. You apply in terms of this Srodo Dushti and Dhadu Dushti. Now you see a simple slide. You are getting the atherosclerosis. You are getting atherosclerosis. That is nothing other than the case where Dhamani Pravijayam is occurring. And Dhamani Pravijayam, you are getting increased LDL. Increased LDL is nothing other than Vigirda Medo Dhadu. You think about Varanadi Kashayam. Varanadi Kafam Medo Mandaginidam Nechodi Adyavadam Shirashulam Gulmam Cha Andasa Vidradi, a drug which will bring down the Kapha, bring down the Meda, enhance the Agni. That is the best cholesterol drug. That is why you are prescribing Varanadi Kashayam to prevent atherosclerosis or Dhamani Pravijayam. This is the logic what I am telling. And you can see nephrocalcinosis, a condition where you are getting crystals, calcium crystals in the kidney. And what is this? This is the Vimarga Gamana of Kapha with the Gradida Guna in Medovaha Srodas. I am telling you, the calcium from the bone, from the Astivaha Srodas is going to the Medovahanam Srodasum Brikamulam, and you are getting nephrocalcinosis. That is Vimarga Gamanam. Vimarga Gamanam of calcium, that is Gradida Gunam to the Medovaha Srodas. You prescribe a drug which is Kapagara, Medohara, and which will work in Mutravaha Srodas. We are prescribing Veeradaradi Kashayam. We are prescribing Veeradaradi Kashayam, Vargo Veeradaradiyoyam Handi Vata Krudan Gadan. But because the Veeradaradi Kashaya will be having action in the Gradida Guna of Kapha with Vada in the Mutravaha Srodas. Okay, so I can tell you all the pathologies you apply in terms of the cell injury and Shadguna, you will be getting answers. Say for example, I am giving some clues. When you are getting a Guru Guna Vriddhi in a cell, the cell will undergo hypertrophy. When Lega Guna, the cell will undergo malnutrition or atrophy. When there is Ushna Guna in a cell, the cell will undergo inflammation. When there is Shida Guna in a cell, there is stagnation or inhibition. Inhibition, very much important. When there is Snigdha Guna in a cell, intracellular accumulation, atheroma coating. When there is Ruksha Guna in a cell, the cell will undergo dehydration simply because Shoshane Shaktisa Ruksha. A cell is filled with the kapha. The human body 75% is kapha, and that is why Snega Saro Ayam Purushaha. When there is Shoshana by Ruksha Guna, you are getting dehydration. You simply prescribe Grida, Vada Vitotari Grida. That is the application of cell injury versus Vimsati Guna. That is the need of the hour. Then only you can proceed with the confidence in Ayurveda and modern medicine. And since we are having 6 important Guna, you are having 6 important Chikilsa Shadubakrama. Snehana, Rukshana, Sedana, Stambhana, Brahmana, Lankana are the Shadubakrama, because basic 6 pathologies are occurring in the cell, leading to all types of dushtis which we are getting in the current lifestyle. So I am telling you something beyond this analysis of symptom. How to analyze symptom to get the clear-cut diagnosis. You know, you are getting Vada, there will be by sensory pathway of vada dosha. Sparshane cha adigo vayu sparshanam cha togastridam. Tuchya paramo abhyanga. Every pathology of pain will be perceived by vada, and you are getting vada dosha is a must. But there is pitta anubandha, you are getting burning pain, you are getting kapha anubandha, pain with stiffness, rekta anubandha, pain with skin lesion. My dear junior doctors, I am telling a simple clinical tip. You are getting a joint pathology, painful joint, kevala vadam, pain with tenderness, vada vittam, pain with stiffness, vada kapam, pain with tenderness, never responding to snigdharusha, vada rektadigam. So this is the amshamsa kalpana, this is the vigalpa samrati. Until and unless you identify this vigalpa samrati, you are blindly telling that this is a joint pathology. Never do from the request from my left ventricle to the audience. Okay, so you see the vada rekta, you can see the sandhis are getting vakrada. All vakradas are simply due to vada prakopa. I am telling you, a joint is anatomically kapha, functionally it is vada. Anatomically kapha means slish alingane, which will bind to tissue. When there is the vata kapha axis is broken, that joint is undergoing all pathology. That is why vata kapha chikilsas in terms of snigdhada, rutshada are alternately applied in different conditions. When you are getting other features of vada, you are getting sramsa, vyasa, soba, sada, sanga, kamba, everything is nothing other than vada condition. And you are getting daha, paga, kleda, pitta, sneha, kardinya, kandu, sida, gaurava, sopa, nidra, dikya, kapha. Never hesitate to identify which is the dominant dosha by analyzing the amshamsa samrati. Now I am telling some of the examples for your quick diagnosis. For your quick diagnosis in terms of Ayurveda, okay, we will be telling you this is simply cyanosis. Central and peripheral cyanosis, nothing other than Vyana Pratilomada with Rektavaha Srodoroda. Write like that only. Never write central cyanosis. You write Vyana Pratilomada, Rektavaha Srodoroda, prescribe Vyana Ilomana drug, give Arjuna Chida, give Lesuna Chida. That is the best medicine. Never think about the modern medicine. You are getting jaundice, Pitta Sthana, that is Chashus Tejomayam, and you are getting Pitta Vardi. Never think that it is a hepatocellular jaundice, something like that. You always write Pitta Sthana Vriddhi in Pitta Dosha Vriddhi in Pitta Sthana. Go for all Pitta Kara Chikitsa, Videdan, etc. You are getting leukoplakia. Leukoplakia is a precancerous condition, that is Kapha Vriddhi in the Kavasthana. All Mughar Buddhas are having leading domination of Kapha. Krudva, Sleshmulbana Dosha, Kurvandi Andar Mukhe Gadan. That is why Gendosha, Kabala, which are Kapagara, Pradisarana, Kapagara are administered in oral carcinoma, my dear doctors. And you are getting different types of ashmari. You see, let us salute Vagbada Susruda Charaga, who told Kandagairiva. They told calcium oxalate crystals are Kandagairiva. There was no scanning other than the Jnana Buddhi. The only Jnana Buddhi told that it is calcium oxalate crystals, and they told it is Kandagairiva. They told it is Shava Varna. Why Shava Varna? Due to the thorns, when the stone is descending through the ureter, it will make bleeding and blood will clot and it will get a Shava Varna. That is the appearance. That was the Sushma Jnana Buddhi. Let us salute Vagbada Charaga Susruda. Without ultrasound scanning, they could diagnose it. We should do. This is Pitta Ashmari. You are getting serum uric acid. Serum uric acid is a Paitiga Bhava only. You are getting phosphate crystals, Kaphaja, Sushma, Snigdha, Slashna, all the properties of Kaphas are there. You are getting pitting edema, always Kaphadiga pathology. You are getting Gradida Shopam in Slibada, Shilabat Padam, always Vada Kaphanibandam. So you are getting fatty liver. Fatty liver, you are getting alcoholic fatty liver, that is nothing other than the Medo Vriddhi in Pitta Sthana. When you are getting Medo Vriddhi in Pitta Sthana, never prescribe only Varnadi, never prescribe Ugul Tiktagam. You combine Padola Kadrohinyadi and Tiktagam. Padola Kadrohinyadi will work in the Rektavaha, Srodasa, Moolasthanam, Yagrat. And Tikta Kashaya will bring down the Kapha Dushti, Medo Dushti, Shoshana. So the combination of these two Kashayas in fatty liver is simply derived on the Amshamsa Kalpana and the modern diagnosis. That is my request. You are getting thyroid complaint, you are getting Galagandam, Vada Kapha. When there is Vada Prakopa due to thyroid iodine deficiency, any deficiency will lead to Apava, that will lead to Vada Prakopa. Podanam Sarvaru, all diseases, Podanam Hina Matrandu, Na Belobadi Yavjase, Sarvesham vada roganam hedu. Everything which is having a deficiency will be leading to vada prakopa, and kapha will be having a hyperplasia. So again galaganda is vada kapaja. Galaganda is vada kapaja. Pavana sleshma medopi galagando bhavedbehi vardhamanassa kalena mushkaval lembade nirg. Okay, so I am telling you, I am requesting you, you combine your classical knowledge and interpret in terms of cell injury to get the diagnosis. Now I will be telling some minimum 3-4 cases for the final presentation. You just imagine you are getting a patient with pain in the calf muscles, intermittent claudication, numbness below the knee, on examination, absence of the peripheral pulses, cold, clammy skin, and the diagnosis is peripheral vascular disease, TAO. What is that? It is Rektavrtavadam Shakagata Rektam. Very beautifully told by Vagbada. Rektamargam Nigandyashu Shaga Sandishu Maruda Nivishyam Anyonyam Avarya Vedana for Haratyasun. So next time when you are getting a case of TAO, don't write TAO, you always write it as Shagagata Rekta, Shagagata Vadarekta. You write it as SVR, Shagagata Vadarekta, and you are treating according to Vadarekta only. And then a patient with anorexia, epigastric pain, retrosternal pain, regurgitation of gastroesophageal content, never write it as GERD, you write it as Hritkandadaha Amlabittam Avivaga Klamol Klesha Tikta Amlolgara Gauravai Hritkandadaha Rijivischa Amlabittam Urdaga Amlabittam with the Kapanibandam should be the diagnosis, because you are getting Vidagda Pittam. In Amlabitta, Pitta is converted into Vidagda Pitta. Why it is Vidagda Pitta? You studied Vidagda Ajurnam in the very first year, Matra Chidiyam Ashtangradayam Sutrastanam chapter number 8. Pittal Vidagdam Trin Moha Brahma Amlolgara Dahavat. Without any endoscopy, they told what is acid peptic disease. Let us salute and prescribe Guluchya the Kashayam, which is Pittaharam and Agni Dibanam. All medicines are not Pittaharam and Agni Dibanam. Rare medicines are there which are Pittahara, Agni Dibana. Think about the Guluchya, that is the Hedu, Linga, Aushada, Trisutram, Shashudam, Punyam. You are getting all the cases, and I am telling another case. So that is a patient with itching, dry, scaly skin, candle grease sign positive, Aspid sign positive. Everybody know a Vata Kapha dominant Sitma Kushta, a Charma Kushta, Ega Kushta, whatever be the name, it is psoriasis, it is Vata Kapajam, and you can always prescribe Vata Kapha Kashaya. We prescribe Vajragam Kashayam from Charaga Samhita. We prescribe other medicines, Saragoda Diganam for Uddartanam. We prescribe Gugulu Marjad Dailam. We prescribe Takradara to prevent the hyperplasia of the cell. Preventing the hyperplasia is preventing Chalaguna Vada in the tok. You are getting psoriasis, but that is simply due to hyperplasia of cells, and preventing Vada Guna Sala, that is the treatment. And finally, a patient with a rising temperature, that is tuberculosis. And finally, one more patient I will tell you, a patient with less interest in food intake, less talking, prefer to be alone, not interested in personal hygiene. Kapad Arojagastardi Alpeha Haravakyada Strigamada Rakapridi Lala Singhanagastrudi Bibalsyam Sauja Vidvesham Nidra Svedurane Kapajon Ma. You never write it as depression, you write it as Kapajovan Madam and treat it. So my humble request is, only 2 minutes are left. My humble request is, irrespective of the pathology system, understand all the Amshamsa Kalpana, Vigalpa Sambrati, using all modern medicine, then you will be getting the reality. So understanding Ayurveda, using all modern materials, coming to the conclusion of Amshamsa Kalpana, Ruksha Janida Vada in Pakwasayam, that should be your diagnosis. Ushna Janita Pitta in your eye, Ushna Janita Pitta in Netra, Medo Vriddhi in Rektasthana, that is fatty liver. This should be your diagnosis. Jnana Buddhi Pradibena, Yona Vishwada Yogivat, Adurasya Andaratmanam, Nasarogam Sigilsadi. Be the physician who can enter into the mind of the Rogi, then only you will become the teacher, you will become the physician. So I think that the future generation can do it. I think all the Agni Mandya in your Manovaha Srodhas, Jadaragni Mandya in your system should be digested by the all Tadidya Sambhashas here working, and I wish that you will be getting all power to digest the ama in the Manovaha Srodhas, so patients as well as the other conditions. So wishing you all clinically all best things to happen in your life. I am concluding, wishing you a Jadaragni Riti in your entire professional life. Let me conclude. Thank you very much. Jai Ayurveda.